Hi, everyone, and welcome to your universe reading. We are going to be talking today about, well, I'm not really sure yet because the title of this video is The Universe is Chatty Again, and let's see what messages they have for you. So, we are going to, like always, have three piles. We have pile 1, which is the green Aventurine, pile 2, the lemon Jade, and pile 3, the strawberry Quartz. So whatever pile number or whatever crystal heart calls to you, please go to that pile. And remember, you can watch more than one. But let's find out what this chatty universe has to say to you today. I'll see you in your pile. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1 or this green Aventurine crystal heart. This is your reading for The Universe is Chatty Again. What do they have to say? So let's get right into it. We're going to have overall energy. We're going to read these cards. We have a live tarot to pull as well for confirmation, clarification, and also another oracle. So first card out for overall energy is gratitude and partnership with Juno. And I just love that it almost shows, like, I don't know if those are parrots or lovebirds or whatever it is, but kind of showing that connection, right? Two people together. So are we going to talk today maybe about showing gratitude in or for the relationships that you're in? Because I can say with Juno, this is just a dedicated love, okay? It's dedicated, it's loyal. That's what I know about Juno. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a romantic relationship or partnership here. It could be a partnership or relationship in any way. It's how it resonates for you, okay? So let's just look at the rest of the cards and see here, though. We have Earth, Way Showing, Ancestor, Graze Tall, Relaxation, and Stargate Heart. Okay. I almost feel like this is an ask from the universe here, okay? For whatever reason, with Way Showing, because this is the card that I'm just going to, with Way Showing, I almost feel, this may be one message, there could be more than one, but that they want you to show others, to show those around you how to be in partnership relationship, showing and with gratitude, but also with a generous, open heart chakra, okay? To show others by example, right? Showing by example how it is to treat those that you're in a relationship with, okay? And for some of you who are watching this pile and aren't in relationships, it's a message for you to look at the relationships that you admire, where you see the people showing gratitude towards one another, where you see people being nurturing towards one another, being generous towards one another, being in a relaxed state of being with one another, not being intimidated by one another. I feel that that would be your message. Look to those relationships as your example, because those people may not even be aware, the ones for you who aren't in a relationship right now, say romantic, because you are in relationships with your family and friends. But if it is a romantic relationship that you're not in, then look to others and let them show you the way. Because I feel like if you pay attention, it's going to show you what you want and what you don't want. Okay. And for those of you in relationships, you are the way showers to everyone else. Oh, this is kind of interesting. And then I'm coming right here to the ancestor card, which is, if you look back in your family line, or for aunts, uncles, grandparents, whoever it is, cousins, you know, because there can be vast age differences in families, right? You could have second or third cousins in some families, great aunts and uncles. So, you know, looking back at them even to see what what can you learn from them? What can you pick up from them as far as partnerships and relationships go? Say romantically, how to be a good husband or wife or partner to someone. But then at the same time, what's coming in is just looking back at your family to be grateful for them and what it is that you've learned from them, what it is that they've passed down to you, okay? What it is that, that has made you who you are, and being thankful and gracious and having gratitude for that, right? And just your family in general. Are you in a large family, small family? It doesn't matter, but are the relationships right now nurturing to one another? Are they harmonious? Are they not intimidating? Like, you should never be intimidated by, I don't think, in my opinion, a family member. They're your family. Why should you be you should never be intimidated really by anyone, but especially those that are in your family and that you love. So, was great Aunt Helen a bit intimidating because she's loud and maybe a bit obnoxious at times? Okay, so she's loud and a little bit obnoxious at times, but you don't need to be intimidated by her. You just may have to take her with a grain of salt. Or just maybe meditate, go into relaxation stage before you have to spend a lot of time there. Or you make an effort to find gratitude and appreciate what it is about her that you do like and that you do find interesting and intriguing, and what lessons can you learn from her. And I want to read the relaxation card. It says, the breath of life. If you chose this card and you chose this pile, your guidance is to let go and relax, for busyness and stress block your divine essence. Breathe deeply so that the cells of your body can release your full divine potential. Find time to rest and relax. That may be an individual message for a few of you, okay? That, we can use relaxation in context of this message that they're giving us, but also just in general. We also have Earth here. And I want to say with this, because I was thinking it from the very beginning and the way I saw it, but doesn't necessarily pertain to relationships with the other people or the people in your life, but it's the relationship you have with Earth, with Mother Earth. Nurture nature. So, one, it could be to get out and spend time relaxing in nature. It would be important for you. That's a message. Two, are you a person who cares for Mother Earth, that does all that you can to help provide planet Earth with everything that it needs without, I'm going to say, littering and not taking care of Earth in the way it should be? Because one day we're going to be the ancestors to someone, and we want to leave Earth in a good state of being for our future families, okay? So that's just an individual message they wanted to bring out here. Utilitarian. Organized. Yes. All right. Intimidating. I was in the context of this reading saying we shouldn't be intimidated by people. And I feel with the grays, the tall grays here, that's the message that we should take from that. Okay. And again, here with Stargate Heart, opening your heart chakra. And that's for everyone and everything, for everything on planet Earth, all of the little creatures and beings on planet Earth, right? And being generous towards one another, showing other people by way of example, do unto others, treat others as you would want to be treated, right? So that's the main message, pile one, that I feel they wanted to give to you. Let's get some tarot for confirmation, clarification, or further guidance. I just like this. When the universe gets chatty, and that is what came in today, they're like, we're doing a chatty message, so just go for it. Then, I do the piles, and, whatever comes out, and we see it and go with it. Okay. Seven of Swords. Love this, okay? Because I just see how that is tying in already. Okay. The Five of Cups. and the Apprentice of Vessels. Okay, so vessels are cups. So the Apprentice, I do believe, is the Page. Okay, so I love this. The Seven of Swords, I always think of someone who's like a thief in the night, someone who's trying to pull a fast one, someone who's trying to get away. These are the people that we need to show the way, okay? Literally, we just need to show them the way. We can talk to them however it is that you want to show them the way, but you know, sometimes just leading by example is what I want to say for these people who feel that it's always a game of, oh, I must have more than the other. I, you know, need to take and not give. Okay, that's what I feel is coming here with the Seven of Swords. But with the butterfly, with one of these little swords, I want to say it's like, I feel like by showing them by example, you're going to lift one sword at a time and transform their way of being, okay? I hope that resonates for some people. The Five of Cups, all right, or the Five of Vessels is always about, there's 3 cups spilled and 2 still standing, but behind. And, you know, it's that person feeling like everything's lost now. Look, my cups are spilled. But because they're so focused on that, they can't focus on what's still good, okay? And again, here I feel, and call upon your ancestors. I just feel like I need to say that right now, because they can work behind the scenes to help these 2 people. Or there could be multiple people like this in your family, friend group, whatever it is. But to ask your ancestors to go in and help behind the scenes. And here on planet Earth, you're going to show them the way, okay? Just by your actions, by having an open heart, and by being generous with them, not being intimidated by their bad behavior, being in a relaxed, graceful, loving way around them and showing them the way. That's the only way I can describe it. To show them, hey, you still have 2 cups here. Not everything is lost. But go and call upon your ancestors to help you show the way to these people so that you can do it in front of them and they can do it behind the scenes. And then we have the Apprentice of Vessels, which is the Page of Cups. And what I want to say here, cups are love, right? So, oh, and it may even be helping them find what it is that they love again to do about themselves, okay? But also here with the Apprentice of Vessels is take on that Page of Cups energy, which is all about curiosity. It's all about, and I think to show people the way, you have to be a bit curious yourself to find the different ways that you can show and help people, all right? But also, they're just loving. They're fresh. They're new. They're, I don't know. They're just, I feel that pages aren't jaded, okay? They see creative opportunities, finding creative opportunities to show the way. I think that's the energy that you have to take on, like, not that it's a project, but that, of course, there's a way to solve this. Of course, there's a way to show love, to bring love into this. That's what this is talking about, right? Showing gratitude, generosity, showing love, not being intimidated by what might be a little bit scary, might not be the right word, but where you feel like you just want to back away because you don't like the energy. This is the universe asking you, no, please step up and help these people, okay, in your life. All right. And for whatever reason, I just feel I need to say too, if this is you, if maybe you are one of these people here, then maybe you look to your ancestors, oh, Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. You are going to show the way. You are going to be an Earth Guide. Your ancestors and everyone else here, they're your mystic, your magical, your heavenly, whatever you want to call it, guides, okay? They're your guides of the universe. You're the Earth Guide, okay? But what I want to say is if this is you, then maybe you want to go to your ancestors yourself and call for help with this. You want to find that person or people in your life or in your family that can help you. You want to find your own earth guide here to help you. So that is the message, pile one. I hope that you liked that. It certainly was interesting. I love the way the cards come out for it. And I'm very thankful to the universe for bringing this message to you. So I will see you in your next reading. And if you like this, please throw me a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you feel there's someone that you can share this with that needs to hear this message or could benefit from hearing this message, then please share. Thank you so much. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this lemon jade crystal heart. This is going to be your pick a card message for the universe's chatty again. What message do they have for you? What do they have to say? Okay, so let's get overall energy. We're going to do live tarot and another oracle at the end, but we're going to go with live energy with overall energy here, which is Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. This is the Angels of Atlantis deck. So Archangel Gabriel with grace and third house communication. I kind of see where that's going. We're going to do the rest of these oracle cards before we get into the tarot for confirmation, clarification, further guidance. But let's see, we can read these together. There may be individual messages in each card for you. We're going to go with however it is that it resonates with you, okay? So let's take this first one, Star Seed Elemental. Primal Fear. Memento Mori, Pentagram. Oops, I like this one to be this way. Nature, Arcturian Light Codes. Okay. In pile 1, I was drawn to this card first, and I'm going to go here first right away too. Because what I hear is evolutionary, what I see here is evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. We are talking about communication too, so I like this future thinking tied in with the communication, okay? But what I really like about this card is recalling power, because I believe, and I don't know how yet until we get into it, but recalling your power, pile 2. Okay, and let's just go straight up. All right, Memento Mori, there might not be a someday. Oh, I even, just the colors are all tying in. These two cards I feel like were meant to be together, okay? Because what this is saying is there's no time like the present. Why? Because there may not be a someday. You know, when we push things off and we say, it's okay, I'm going to do that later, when I retire, oh, when I get older, you know, when I have a family, whatever it may be, when I get married, however you want to go with it, okay? When I have more money. That's almost like giving your power away, because we have the power within our own beings, within our own lives, to do whatever it is that we want to do. Whether we have the money, whether we have the time, we make workarounds to make it happen, or we create workarounds to make it happen. And that's recalling your power. It's like you're being your own magician, right? Think a magician in the tarot. They have the cups, the wands, the pentacles, and the swords. They have all of that at their disposal to bring their manifestations into reality. That's what I feel this recalling your power is. And if you're a starseed elemental, which some of you very well may be, I feel like old soul here, right? With starseeds, I feel they're the old souls that have reincarnated back into Earth for us at this particular time to help us move forward, to help us advance, to help us get through these difficult times, to help us learn, to help us grow, okay? But then there's also something about this that is just very, also with starseed, I think childlike, right? I don't know why I'm thinking indigo children. For some of you listening to this, you may identify as an indigo child, okay, or feel that you are an indigo child. I don't know if it's the color, whatever it is here, but it's making me think of that. So it also makes me think of, while you are an old, wise soul, I do believe there is a childlike innocence to you. And it's important that you bring that through, because that is how you will teach and learn, right? Because this is all about communication here. So you will teach and learn others in ways of future and forward thinking, I'm going to say, with a, not childish, that's not what it is, but to help people have a sense. You're going to make them feel, like when they say you go to Disney World and it's just like you just feel like a child again, and you just want to be there and experience it, and you take it all in with just that sense of childlike wonder and excitement. That's what I feel this is for you, pile 2. You are going to help others by embracing that sort of attitude or grace in your life and showing it to other people. So that's an individual message. And helping them to recall their power, because there may not be a someday. And this primal fear card, and it says reptilian, and they always portray reptilians just literally as the species is scary for all intents and purposes. Not all the time, but so it kind of reminds me of that. I love that this primal fear came on reptilian, but I think it's also an asking of, what are your primal fears? What do you have to visit within yourself? Because maybe that's what's holding you back from recalling your power. Okay? Maybe that's what's keeping you from having a childlike sense of wonder, from not doing what it is that you need to do, pushing it out to someday, because you have some sort of primal internal fear. And this is asking you to maybe communicate that with someone, with others, to help work through it, to help get past it. I feel like there's little individual messages here to help bring you to a straight state of grace where there isn't any more fear. Call on Archangel Gabriel. Call on the universe, okay? Call on the Arcturians to help you here, all right? Call on the reptilians. I always like to go with reptilian, or with that kind of energy too, is let them show you what it is that you don't want. I don't know, for someone that may be important. We also have pentagram here, harmony, protection, and idealism. Yes, this is all about, right, if you're communicating, because I feel like you're going to be showing the way to others through communication of some sort. I don't know what that will be. It could be a YouTube video. It could be a blog, so a YouTube video vlog. It could be you standing up in front of people. I really don't know how, but I feel that you were really called here, pile 2, to help others find their grace, their harmony, their internal power, to help them find and rid themselves of any fears that are holding them back. I feel like that's what your communication is for. The universe is calling upon us all the time. God, source, universe, whatever relates and whatever you relate to, okay? They're calling upon us all the time to better ourselves and to help others better themselves, okay? Pile 1 was a bit about that as well. We're now coming into pile 2, but also if we're just talking to you directly, pile 2, for yourself, I want to say maybe, yes, you are a star seed of some sort, or at least you are an old soul in some way. I also believe that you are someone possibly who needs to take a look at these fears that you may have that keep you from moving forward yourself, all right, because you want to find the harmony. You want to be idealistic about your life and the world you live in. But I love here with protection. Know that God, source, universe, they have your back and will protect you. If you're moving along the path here, trying to better and help others in some way, you have their protection and you have their support. But also, if you listen to your intuition, you will hear, and they will help guide and direct you. So I feel like that is the overall message. Oh, I didn't read the nature card because this could be a specific message, or it may tie in. I don't know. Uniqueness. Okay, I think if you're a starseed, you're pretty unique, or if you're an old soul that's come back, you're pretty unique, okay? This card reminds you to recognize and honor your uniqueness and that of everyone else. Consciously contribute to the well-being of the natural world and notice how people, animals, and plants respond to you. Yes, okay. Your guidance is to check that your thoughts, words, and deeds are harmless and well-intentioned. Then your rewards will be bountiful beyond your expectations. It is time to harvest your abundance. You will be recognized and you will be rewarded by helping others as well. But when it said here, what was it? Consciously contribute to the well-being of the natural world and notice how people, animals, and plants respond to you. Yes, because you're an old soul, they're going to respond to you because their soul's going to feel it. If you're a starseed elemental, oh my heavens, I'm tongue-tied today. Elemental, their souls will be drawn to it. And if you are approaching this also with a sense of childlike wonderment, they will also be attracted to that. So I love that message. Let's go to the tarot. What else is there here? What else do we have? Oh, okay. No, I don't need that many, so we'll just... Apprentice of Swords. Oh, I love this. Apprentice is the page again, Page of Swords. You see how this is going. Two of Vessels or Two of Cups. Yes. And the Keeper of Coins. That is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you guys. So let's just go. I love how this is confirming and then giving you a little bit here too, a little forward, maybe prediction, okay? But confirming. So we have here Page of Swords. Page of Swords. New ideas, new ways of communicating, right? Swords are all about communication. What else do we have? Again, like in pile one, I was talking about a page there too, and I was saying curiosity. They want to learn. They want to find new ways of doing things, right? They have a thirst for knowledge. But what I really love here is new ideas and new ways of communicating. And that is for yourself, but also when I said for helping others, okay? Helping them find new ways of recalling their power and letting go of their fear. All right. Two of Cups. Now, what I love about this, see how they're just, it's like the liquid, right? It's water, we'll say. It's almost like a ribbon mixing together. If you are doing what you love, people will see that and people will be drawn to it. If you are living and communicating in a state of grace, I want to say, people will be drawn to that. Again, this is about people being drawn to you because they're going to see the idealistic nature of yourself. They're going to see that you're a future thinker. They're going to see that there's no someday in your vocabulary. They're going to see harmony, grace. They're going to see the old soul in you, and they will be drawn to you. Now, we also talked about when we did this nature card, how when you give to others, you will be rewarded. And yes, you will. And that is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles. So that is really talking about being financially stable. But the other thing I love about the Queen of Pentacles, which can tie in, is being practical, because she's helpful. She provides to people. She nurtures people, okay? And she's very grounded in her being. So maybe take that energy on as well. And then for last card, we have, transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitation and allow your soul's light to truly shine. And what is this? It's just like it's lit up here, right? This grace. I love it. That's what this is all about. When you are being your starseed elemental self, being the old soul that's come back to help, being the starseed that's here to help, however you want to think of it, but just transcending your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Beautiful message, pile 2. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please throw me a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you know someone that may need to hear this message, then please do. And I just want to thank the universe for this beautiful message today. Okay, I will see you next time. Hi, pile 3, and those of you who chose this strawberry quartz heart crystal, this is your reading from the universe for today. We have overall energy oracle cards. We have live tarot and an oracle card towards the end. These messages, like I said, there's going to be an overall energy, but you may find that an individual message in each one of the cards or together as a whole. It's however it resonates for you. I will just try to bring the messages through as clear as possible. So we have Angels of Atlantis, Archangel Raphael, cleansing. Oh, very interesting. Water and fire. Oh, I like that. Okay. And we have Mercury, messages. Okay. Interesting. I don't know where we're going yet with this, but I was talking about communication. Mercury rules Gemini, that rules the 3rd house of communication. So you may find something in pile 2 that resonates for you, but let's see how this all comes out here. So we have cleansing and messages and Archangel Raphael. We have Star Seer. We have homing beacon. Oh, ask wonderfully, receive graciously. I love that. Okay, that's also a number 4, which I want to say is grounded energy. Okay, it's stability, structure, being grounded, it's foundation. But let's just see, and manifestation too. Okay, so ask wonderfully, receive graciously. We have, I do not know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to hold it here for you to see. Okay, Agarthans, maybe? All right, manifesting multidimensional perception attunement. We have mind control, and we have chamber of the violet flame. Oh, pile 3, I'm just going to say right now from looking at these cards just quickly and based what's on them, you are the pile of the intuitives. Okay, you are the seers, the intuitives, the people who may have clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, whatever it may be. So that may be a message for some of you. If you do and you haven't started working on it yet, I'm feeling very called to say to you, there is no time like the present to start working on your gifts, whatever it may be when it comes to any of the clairs. So universe, God, source is asking you to maybe start working on that. Okay. What do we have here? Manifesting. We talked about here, I said number 4 can also be manifestation. So that's good. Multidimensional perception. Yes, attunement. Okay. Right? Attuning, going higher and higher. All right. Attuning more to the divine, to God, source, universe, to help you see. I love here to help you see the future, right? Okay, I could just go all over the place, but let me try to bring this together for you. So with these messages, again, there's been a bit of a theme through all the piles, and that is helping yourself, but also helping others in some way. And I feel here with messages, that's what you're here to do. So you could be the card readers, you could be the psychics, you could be the Reiki masters, you could be the healers in other ways, or passing the messages along in other ways. I'm not sure how you will do it, but I feel that you are being called to do it, okay? But what I feel with cleansing here is that it is time to You know, when we think of cleansing, I think of sound bowls, because that's what I have, right? A sound bowl or a singing bowl. People do it with fire. They do it with different sticks, right? Palo Santo. They do it with sage. There's many different ways of cleansing. Salt bath, salt rub in a shower, whatever it may be. I feel that that's important because this is so what else just came in too is, this is wild. With this cleansing card, think of baptism, if that's something that you would do in your religion or faith, okay? Not everyone does. It's done with water. Even when they christen babies, it's with water. And this cleansing is fire and water. And the lighting of candles, very big in churches. Never really thought much about it before. And that's been in many different denominations that I've been in. So, very interesting with that cleansing, right? Because being baptized, you're cleansing the old. It's a rebirth. It's the start of a new you. It's, you know, ascending, connecting. Your homing beacon, right? With God, source, universe. I love that. It's like they have a homing beacon and you're being called towards it, right? Oh, I love that message, how that just came in. Okay, good. All right, so that could be for someone. Yeah, it's all about that attuning, right? Attuning, I even want to say, to God, source, universe as that homing beacon. Oh, take that however it will for you, all right? But being able, because once you do this, once you clear and cleanse yourself, you are washing away any of the negativity, any of the heavy energy that's on you. You are opening yourself up, see third eye here, right? You're opening your crown chakra up to be able to connect to higher. Here we have Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. Well, that's part of the cleansing too, isn't it? I want to say, like with transformation and transmutation, it's taking that negativity and turning it into something positive. I don't know why I keep going back to baptism, but I feel like it's just like the perfect example for all this. When baptized, it's like you are transmuting all of that old negative self. Doesn't mean there weren't positive and happy parts of you. Of course there were, but the stuff that you want to release, so what you want to release and let go of, is being washed away. I love this for you, pile 3. They're saying it's time for you to do a transformation here. It really, really is. It's time for you to manifest the new you. Ask wonderfully, receive graciously. They're ready to help you with this. They're ready to connect with you, right? They're ready to have you climb the ladder up, I want to say, into connection, okay? This is all about you connecting, because there are messages I feel that you need to receive and that you need to pass on. Let's read this mind control card here and see what this is. Concentration. Your guidance is to watch your thoughts carefully today, for an undisciplined mind can be influenced by others and creates chaos. A positively focused mind is a tool for powerful leadership. Concentrate this power for the benefit of everyone and for your own self-healing. Concentrate the power of your mind for good. See, that's what this is all about. It's for you to wash away and then to light or ignite this positivity, this power, this power of concentration to help others. And I'll tell you, pile 3, it's kind of why I do this, right? I was called as part of my North Node to do this, to help other people, to help raise their vibrations. So here I am as a conduit, bringing these messages through to help you in certain ways. I love the way this all works. right? We're all doing it. In other words, I am this person who has messages to bring through to try to help other people. I love it. I love it. And that's what they're asking you to do. But I mean, this can be done in so many ways. I mean, hey, you can read cards if you want to. I also do mediumship. Maybe you'll want to be a medium, you know. I do channeled message. Maybe that's something that you might want to get into, start doing. There's training for all of this to help you move forward and do it in ways, right? So that you're doing it in a positive way where you're protected. And I love it. You're releasing karma, right? But really how to, I'm not going to say there's, you know, is there a proper way to do things? Oh yeah, sure, I guess. But I just want to say there could be more helpful ways of doing it, right? Like, for example, I shared it on another pile one time, and I'm feeling called to say it here about I have office hours. So while I love connecting with spirit and God and source, universe, whatever, angels, my fairies, whoever it is, I love doing all that. But I do have business hours because I also need to just be a human being on my own time that likes to sit and watch a TV program like Blue Bloods, or I don't know, or likes to watch, you know, The Curse of Oak Island, where they're trying to find the treasure on Oak Island, you know, like that type of thing. Or my watching them do their castle or their chateaus over in France. You know, I need that time for myself. So, you know, I always say you don't want to be turned on all the time, and nor do they want you to be, okay? So, you know, because you still have to have your human experience and grow and learn. And I guess that's just an important message. So that's why I say learning properly, because I learned that from someone very early on. You are thankful, you are grateful, you are appreciative to be a channel, a conduit to get these messages out, but you do have to have time for yourself to recharge, to rejuvenate, to regenerate, where you're not on spirit time all the time. So that is important to know. Okay. That's why I suggested maybe getting a mentor to help you, right? But yeah, this is it for you, pile 3. Let's see what else. Let's see what the tarot has to say here. 6 of Swords. Well, have we not just been talking about transmutation, baptizing, washing away the old, right? Okay, 8 of Wands. Perfect. Oh, they are on fire here with this message. I love it. And the 4 of Wands. Okay, you guys, like, please. I'm just getting goosebumps right now. 6 of Swords, right? Going from one side to the other, leaving the old behind, walking over this little bridge to the new. It's the butterfly. We always like to think is transformation, transmutation, okay? It's what we've been talking about, washing away the old, going from your old rocky shore to new calm shore, right? 8 of Wands, deciding that this is what you want to do and setting your sights on it and moving forward. Moving forward. I know this is 8 of Wands, fast moving energy. Take your time. They're saying this is not a race, okay? This is not a race, all right? But set your goal and start working towards it. 4 of Wands. I hear the 4 of Wands for me is always balance in some way. And if you look at this card, it just feels like everything, door in the middle, window in the middle, you know, the wands on either side, right? The flowers going across, everything's balanced. So I think of balance, harmony, strong, stable foundation, structure. It's also celebration and happiness, okay? That's what you will find from doing this work. And I will raise my hand right here to say, yes, you absolutely will, okay? So there are your messages. Let me get the final. I love this one. Probably because I relate to it so well, but I love this message for you, pile 3. And if this is someone you're already doing this and this is confirmation for you, right path, keep on doing it, okay? Right path, keep on doing it. Maybe go find some mentors you want to learn, you want to add to your natural gifts and abilities. You know, maybe you've never channeled before. Maybe find a mentor that will help you learn to do that, and you do that. Maybe you've never read tarot or oracle cards before. Then you find a mentor, you learn how to do that, okay? So, you know, it's never too late to keep adding. You want to practice Reiki, you go and you take the Reiki courses, right? Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. I love that. We can take this in two ways, literal. Okay, so is someone mirroring back to you? Okay, if they are, then you need to take that, you need to go within and really reflect upon it. This also can just be, in general, a message that it's time for reflection. Who is it that you want to be here? What gifts do you have that you're aware of but maybe have never acted upon? Okay, it's time for reflection. How do you want to take those gifts and use them out in the world? Okay, for the good. For love, light, highest vibration, and the good of everyone. All right. So those are your messages, pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, subscribe to my channel if you love these messages. I would love to have you coming back for reading after reading. I would appreciate it. And if you know someone maybe in your life that needs to hear this particular message, please share this video. And I want to thank the universe for this wonderful message today. When they're chatty, and I love this one for sure. The other two were great too, but of course, I love this one. Maybe the best, but don't tell anyone else. All right, pile 3, thank you so much, and I'll see you in your next reading.